Okay, so now that we've rested, we can continue on. Uh, I typically go this way. There's lots of ways to go around over here. I would not recommend dropping down. There is a headless down there, and we will take him out, but at a later date. Not right now. We need divine confetti, and we just do not have enough. We just can't get it reliably. Pay attention to what I do. It is the best way to get out of here. Bite down is an interesting item. We might talk about that later. But you're going through this little valley. Ignore all the item drops. And grapple up over here. You can shimmy over and get that item if you want. But I would just recommend getting out of there. You're going to go to a place where there's these 4 monkeys. And a boss. Avoid the boss. Go ahead, kill the monkeys. Whirlwind Slash is actually really good here. Because these monkeys are menaces. I mean, like literal menaces. Almost fell to her death. So let's do a quick switch just to get these guys out of the way. Oh, come on. Normally they're not this bad of menaces. Jeez Louise. What kind of crack have you taken? Jesus Christ. Alright, well that was dumb. We survive. Thankfully enough. And we fall. I have no words. We grappled and fell. Thankfully we had taken that pellet. Alright, we're gonna continue on. Luck's not on our side right now. And you're gonna jump over here. You'll hear this music. And you'll see this weird thing. This is what's called a palace noble. You can jump on them. Oh, well, Miss Noble. Reside in the palace. And then just attack. He's not a real boss unless you literally do nothing. He's like a fake boss. He's super easy. And now you can leave, and all the enemies that were over here are now gone. You can find a heavy coin purse. Very great item. Oil. Very useless. Not completely useless, but very useless. Light coin purse. Contact medicine. Bite down. Yellow gunpowder. Bite down allows you to, like, die. It's not very useful, but it can be situational in a fight where it's better to just go ahead and resurrect and then use some heals than it is to wait to die, or like use your last heals to have like only a sliver of health. Now we've made it back, and this boss is still here. I was gonna see if he would turn around, but he's not gonna turn around for us, which is fine. We can go up behind him. And it's like the one we fought in Harada Estate. Just lots of thrust attacks. And I suck. I suck hardcore. That was embarrassing. don't think that just because I don't deflect doesn't mean I can't, buddy. I just don't respect you. I should respect you more. You're right. I agree. I absolutely agree. As you can see, the biggest problem with this boss is his ferocious damage output. But firecrackers make short work. And we can still get our thrusts whenever we have openings. I just have been misreading some of the openings. We're not worried about that. Thing is, he does too much damage for poison to even be an option. That's what's crazy. But luckily, he's drinking a lot. They don't call him the glutton for nothing. Whoo! You see that? That was close. Use an antidote powder really quickly. Cool. I wasn't gonna risk that. I'm just not, since we don't have a resurrected power, I'm just not playing games with this guy. Sometimes I do like ludicrous stuff, but like I said, I'm not playing games. I'm going ahead and healing. It may seem crazy, but he can just do so much damage. And I don't need the heals. We'll have an idol right after this, so the heals aren't they're not useful to save. We need to use them in this boss fight. Right. So he's dead now, for all intents and purposes. Unless he pulls some major shit, which he's kind of doing it by backing me into this corner. And that should be it. Oh, nope. It's too far away. Alright, well, whatever. It's just taking us slightly longer. We got him. So, as you can tell, as we progress throughout this game, my skill lessens and the enemies get tougher. The enemies get a lot tougher. Like, just the sheer amount of damage they can do. Those are pellets, by the way. Just the sheer amount of damage that the bosses can do. It's tough. One little mistake and then you die. It's not that they're necessarily unbeatable, it's just like you get punished ferociously. We'll get some spirit emblems. Grab this item. Knew it was useless. I knew it was useless. Alright. Jesus. Stupid ceramic shards. They're not even worth anything. Okay, so we can continue on down. Just hop on down. Hopping on down. Okay. So we're gonna rest. We have some skill points we need to use, but we also have this memorial mob we can talk to. I'm going to go ahead and use my bulging coin purse. I no longer have a bulge. Every bit of that was intentional. Alright. Heavy coin purse. Cool. So we're going to talk to this guy. he's got several things we want. We want the malted purple gourd. This is just so we don't have to rely on pacifying agents, or if we run out of pacifying agents, this thing replenishes. Gives you 5 pacifying agents essentially that replenish. So it's great to have. Um, we want an adamantite scrap. These are really good upgrade materials, and you can get them pretty easily later on, but it's good to go ahead and get 2 of them. Treasure carp scales, you can come back and buy these if you have the spare change. I just want to focus on, these are like the last things we really need to buy. Dragon Spring Sake is good to give to certain characters later on, um, so that they can dish out some dialogue. We'll look at our skills, see if we want to get anything. I like mid-air combat arts a lot. A whole lot. I like... What else do I like? I like mid-air combat arts. And I like the mid-air prosthetic tools. And I also really like Emma's medicine. Let's do the medicine. Let's do the medicine for right now. It just means like our healing gourds will do a little bit more and stuff like that. Let's just go ahead and do that. And yeah, that's where we're going to end it off.